чаек, пирожок. Ням. Блин, не реагирует на клавиши. Это кто? Господи, лицо так. Аналитики хреновые. Да, нехило. Я чувствую, тут место будет занято. Ё-моё. Значит, здесь у нас сделал два окна. Это непонятное место. Мастерская какая-то. Что кофе. Ну, в принципе, нормально. Целых, получается, два терминала кладовых. Один связь, другой. Что мне это знакомо? А, вон они как что переделали. Это они оружие переделали. Че, просто так валяется? Какие-то силовые. Просто стол приговоров. Нормальненько.
I can't believe the council won't help. Come on, Sarah. If Thestia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
Нормальненько так. Командный.
Commander Shepard.
Что это сейчас было?
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate. Commander, come to check on your new recruit?
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro model.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Ясно. Кто нас как дали?
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on, Specialist.
Ясно. Ты у нас инженер по связям.
For increased tactical control, bring up the power menu.
Так, их не прерывать.
This pauses the action, giving you time to evaluate the battlefield, target new enemies, and select a power. To use a power to attack an opponent, target the enemy before pausing the game, then highlight and select the power. The power will fire at the targeted enemy as you return to action. For maximum tactical effectiveness, use squad mate powers in combination with your own, hitting enemies with up to 3 powers at once. After using a power, you must wait for it to recharge before using it again. This is called the cooldown period. When a power is in cooldown, its icon is gray. A red icon indicates that the power cannot affect the current target. Some offensive powers are guided and can be aimed to hit enemies over cover and around corners. There are other useful tools on the power menu. To use powers in real time, drag and drop them to quick-fire keys in the power menu. If you have enough metagel, select First Aid to revive a squad mate and to recover a portion of Shepard's
Не
health.
промотать, не закрыть.
You can also activate ammunition
Я их просто
powers, like
просматриваю.
cryo ammo and incendiary ammo,
Какого-нибудь
to upgrade your
какой-нибудь
weapon.
галочки. Давай быстрее уже. Отвратительно.
Issue orders to your squad mates by using the following keystrokes. Press Q or E to order a squad mate to attack, move to cover, or take a position. To order a squad mate to attack with a power, press Q or E while targeting an enemy. Z issues an order to both squad mates to open fire on the targeted enemy. And pressing C rallies the team to your position.
Вот С. Этого еще не было. Как раз для любителей вбегать вперед. Не-не-не-не-не. Наделяет дипломатическими полномочиями. Класс. Робопес. Ха. Agent Prime. Что такое красненькое, темное, темное и красное. На освещении экономите, а? О, воздушный барьер, походу. А это типа чё? Типа терминалы закрыли? Что-то разобрали, что-то закрыли. Короче, все еще было в стадии ремонта, когда Нормандию сдернули.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus. Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them, you know, for old time's sake.
Я согласен с тобой. Они задрали. Но, чё ж поделать, если я теперь одновременно и тактическая разведка, и дипломатический корпус. Сузи! Сузи, где ты? Тут вместо тебя какие-то компьютеры стоят. Да, самый прикольный. Так, я так и знала, я так и знала. Прикидывается, мои. Супер. Ой, неопытная. Так. Где мой хомяк? Уйо. Прикольненько. Еще прикольней. Эпический командос. Перепробуем все. Медальки пока не активны. Рыбок нет. Сферы тоже нет. Блин, у меня на кнопочном телефоне такие же мелодии. Отвратительно. О. Фи. Ага. Это что за капота? Курточка из зим. Гопник ты. А? Че? Так. Я представляю альянс. Так, нормально. Запас здоровья. Щит, боезапас. Мститель. Это вообще что? Урон ближнего, урон от оружия. Ладно. Эпическое. Щит, восстановление, боезапас огромный. Урон. Ну, это хоть запасик-то это. Здоровье, щит, запас, урон от оружия. Урон от умений, нету ничего. В смысле, чего нет? Респиратор. Ну, Сразу увеличение запаса здоровья. Угу. Установление щита поперло. Плечи. Хрена нету. Да. Минус. Это у нас усиление запаса здоровья. Боезапас. Что могу сказать? Ой, ржавчина. Урон от умения, урон от оружия. Установление щита. Усиление щита. Огромный. Боезапас огромный. А чисто здоровье огромное. Ну ладно. Побудем официальными представителями. Келли Чамберс. Вот они. Все они. Место какое-то ерунди. Ну, приятно, да? Тут экипаж живет. Рядом мемориал. Приятнее некуда. Закрыли. Поглотителем или чем? Что это такое? Модельки? Почему и модельки, что ли, раздергали? О! Это у нас тут расслабончик, да? Место для расслабончика, ну? Ну, в принципе, да. Она-то сюда натащила до хрена чего. Как вы тут в интернете шаритесь? Еще одно место расслабона? Ну да. Там для любителей активного, а здесь для любителей не пассивного. Ну, вы поняли. Я сам любитель книжку почитать. Док, вы тут? Где? Это же так можно. Шикарно. Тут был легион. Теперь тут механика. Да. И теперь она жутко молчаливая. Терминалы с Сузи поубирали. Нравится мне все-таки бродить по кораблю. Что-то там есть. Что за Ровные батареи. Да, скоро тут гараж будет питать. Калибрует. Шутка, да, отвратная. Я, честно говоря, меня задолбал своей калибровкой. О! Тут раньше Миранда жила. А теперь тут самая охренительная система. Я, правда, ожидал...
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you've found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Какой-то сложный вы.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
The thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard.
Я тоже рад.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Это её дневничок.
Please, enjoy your day.
А где вообще доктор-то? Ну, может, позже подберем. Хоть теперь не надо сидеть и ждать, пока этот лифт приедет. А, тут ничего не поменялось. Только ты один что-то.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Your alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers?
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
Как сказали в одном фантастическом рассказе, это ж хорошо, когда корабль говорит, что у него болит, а ты не ковыряешься вслепую. Блин, мои модельки заныкали по всему кораблю. Чё? Собака, иди сюда. А, ну норма, просто закрыто. А чё у нас так? Это что? Стец. Блядь, что-то странное. Ну зато теперь хоть тут открыто.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. With my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Field. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident, and practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them?
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
То есть со слабой маскировкой от радаров. Нормальненько. Ха-ха-ха. 25 тысяч сверху. Не знаю, что мне из этого надо. Чё? Хорошее место. Нету тут ничего. Барабан. Нормально.
Good job.
Боевой песик, походу. Хочу гонище бешеное. Мне пока хватит. Нехиленько так. Такс. Нормально.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
Just came down to talk.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
I think I can handle it.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Sure.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader. Nice.
What do you mean, was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire Collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, Loco.
No nicknames, Lieutenant. Okay?
Your ship, your rules. Your loss.
Нехрен меня
Commander.
хрен не всякое обзывать. Нет, так бы играл бы за бабу, еще можно было бы приколоться. Там же Лола. Какой-то Лоло. Уловьев. Ну вы поняли, какая ассоциация дается с этими всякими прозвищами. Собака. Онлайн песик. Ладно, хрен с тобой. Это та, которая была, да? Какой-то защитник. Рыцарь Мстителя, ну. Варкрафта насмотрелись, а? Чудики. Так. Тут что, только два держателя? Ну ладно, прикольно. А, он че, ты у нас победитель чемпионатов. Нормальненько так. Ну?
Commander?
Нормально все. Ну чё ж, пока хватит.